Welcome back, folks. Patch 9.20.1 just came out, and with every new patch, there are new vehicles added to the main directory files, but they are not available to the public yet. So let's do what we usually do and take a quick preview of these hidden vehicles added in this patch. Now unfortunately, there are only 2 new vehicles this time around, so it's a little bit shorter of a video compared to the previous patches. Well, it's more like 1.5 new vehicle, because the first vehicle is the KanJPz 105, which is basically the current KanJPz replacing the 90mm for the 105. That's it. The stats for the mobility, terrain resistance, health, module health, top speed, gun constraints, accuracy, aim time, shot dispersion, view range, camo, all are the same. The only difference is the gun. And even the difference is not that big because it's only different in terms of penetration and alpha and DPM. It has the same accuracy, same aim time as the 90mm. So it becomes a quagmire because it's a separate vehicle. So there are 2 vehicle files for the KanJPz. One is for the 90mm, one is for the 105. Usually for a vehicle, it's only one vehicle file with different guns. But for this vehicle, it's separate. So how would that work out for those who already have the vehicle, but there's a better version of it? So obviously Wargaming is not going to give you another KanJPz because they will lose money. What about replacing it? Well, people will complain that it's not what they bought the vehicle. It's not the same vehicle that they spend money on. So they want their money back. What if you don't replace it? Then people will complain. There's a better version. So yeah, it's a quagmire. But it looks pretty decent. Now historically, the 105 never made it onto the KanJPz, so it's not historically correct. But I guess whatever. So basically, the vehicle model is entirely the same on the hull. So for the chassis, it's basically the KanJPz. All they did is basically replacing the 90mm with 105. That's it. That's virtually it. So yeah, it's a lot more capable, viable of a premium tier 8 with a better gun than the 90mm. But let's take a look at the stats. So here you can see, compared to the current version, it's a separate vehicle obviously, but it has better penetration by 30mm, as well as for the gold shell. The gold shell on the 90mm is like 250, which is barely better than the AP shell, and not counting the normalization of the AP, so it's garbage. So the only difference is basically the rate of fire, slightly lower, but not that much. DPM is slightly lower, but same accuracy, aim time, gun constraints, gun depression, elevation, same health, armor. Yeah, weighs a little bit more because of the gun, but it's a small factor. So yeah, camouflage rating, view range, all the same. So basically, it's the same vehicle with a better gun. The same description as well. Alright, it's not exactly a new vehicle, but sure, what the hell. So I would like to see if you have a premium tank with 2 choices for a gun. For example, you can choose like a better 122 or 100mm for the IS-6. That would be crazy, but it's not gonna happen. Also, this might be the second copy of a premium tank with 2 different guns. And why do I say that is there's currently another duplicate already in the market or in the tech tree, and that is the Type 59 to the T-34-3. So after the HD remodel, the T-34-3 has the same armor layout, even with all the collision model, as the Type 59. The only difference is the gun, 122 to 100. And the weight of the horsepower per ton ratio, but it's slightly different. But for this vehicle, similar concept. So yeah, I would prefer if all the current KanJPz players receive a different gun available to them as the choices playing this vehicle. But yeah, currently that's not gonna happen. It's separate. So 2 vehicle files. And next, we have Dmitry Loza's M4A2 Sherman tank with the 76mm M1A2 gun and the VVSS, the vertical volute spring suspension, as seen on early parts of the A2 and the A3 series for the Sherman tank, not upgraded into the HVSS on the EZ8. So basically, this is going to be a premium tier 6 Russian medium tank. Not American, Russian, but how many Sherman EZ8-esque of a premium tank are there? We have the Thunderbolt 7, which is basically a modified, up-armored Sherman EZ8. We have the Fury, we have the normal Sherman EZ8, and now we have this vehicle. So basically about 4. So like the Tiger 131, Tiger 217, heavy tank number 6. Why? The stats for this vehicle is practically the same as the Fury, except it has a crappier radio and a crappier engine. That's it. Same dispersion, accuracy, aim time, penetration, DPM, terrain resistance, health, armor as the Fury and view range, but it's Russian, so it has a crappier radio and a crappier engine. That's it. I mean, the model is different, but so many Tigers, so many Tiger 217s, Tiger 131s. Sure, let's give the T-34-85 to the Polish. Well, then again, the Rudy is actually a Polish tank, so let's get the T-34-85 to the Germans, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, how many Shermans are there? A lot. How many Tigers are there? A lot. So let's take a look at the vehicle model, but it has oil stains or fume stains from the exhaust or whatever the hell this thing is. That's not the exhaust. Exhaust is right here. What the hell is this thing? No idea. The filler cap. Alright. A little bit messy, but sure. It's a Sherman EZ8 with the VVSS suspension. That's it. Okay. It's Russian. That's the key point. It's Russian. Going to train your crew, but then again, Russian vehicles require or don't require a radio operator unless you played the A44 series into the Object 430. But then again, you don't need a radio operator after tier 7, so this man is superfluous. You don't need him. He's not there on later levels of the Russian tanks. So you need to find a guy for the radio operator position, but here is the stats comparison for all the Shermans. So as you can see, same penetration, alpha, DPM is the same with the Fury and the normal Sherman EZ8. Same accuracy, aim time, not as good gun depression as the normal Sherman EZ8, but the stats is basically the same as the Fury with a crappier radio. So radio is not as good and crappier engine power. Same terrain resistance, all the stuff, but a little bit better top speed. How many Shermans? So is it interesting? I guess it's interesting for Russian vehicles. If you don't play American tanks, yeah, sure. You get American tank on the Russian side, but Lend-Lease, sure. So yeah, those are the 2 new vehicles added in this patch that's hidden away in the data files, so in the ether. But before we go, there are 2 new vehicles added to the tech tree as normal premium tanks. So I already mentioned this yesterday, but in the tech tree, you can now buy the Pudel for 3,650 gold. So preparing you for the Polish tanks. And yeah, it's basically the VK3002M, the baby Panther, but it's Polish, so alright. And you can also buy the WZ120 1GFT. So this is the recent premium tier 8 Chinese tank destroyer. It's pretty good from what I hear, and it just came out, so you can buy this for gold now. So before you buy anything, I recommend you wait about a month for Black Friday sales. So hopefully this year we don't see like black Loza or black, I don't know, Scorpion G. So stupid black vehicles. But there you go, folks. 2 new vehicles added in patch 9.20.1. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.